Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to share to you my recent book collections. As you all know, I went to the mall and visited the book sale shop, and these are the books that I bought. So first things first, I'm going to show you this book, Angel. I am so surprised to find a book of Angel. I used to watch this series along with, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, as you all know. And yeah, I just thought it's lovely to be able to read the book as well. But this is the very first copy that I have with Angel series. The title is Fearless. Okay, so I wanted to. Oh yeah, see, an original novel based on the television series created by Joss Whedon and David Greenwald. This is that series of Angel. I used to have a crush on him. This guy. Actually, I only just started to read this, but I haven't gone so far just because I've been busy as well. So I don't have that much free time. Do you remember Cordelia in the series? Like that badass girl that is a partner. She was a partner of Angel. So yeah, I think I've only gone this far. Chapter like this far. I haven't gone far just yet. Just because I have a lot of things to do. Ooh, I'm a samurai girl. What is this? This is a different book. A Girl Born Without Fear, Jean. Okay, so for the I think I should read the what's written here. Pretty Poison. Even if it takes an eternity, he will make amends. The gang at Angel Investigations is well versed in the nuances of demon fighting, so they're surprised to find themselves euphorically giddy after a long night of what? Their clothes are torn and bloody and their bodies are battered, but their memories of the previous evening are hazy at best. Research determines that they've been doused with demon pixie dust that helps them to heal. Angel, however, is having the opposite post-battle experience. After years of superhuman healing, he's suddenly recovering from a fight with the resilience or lack thereof of an average human being. Shaken and reluctant to confide in his friends, Angel is reduced to secret keeping and collaboration with newfound demon cohorts. If the gang goes in search of their next fix of Fearless, will Angel be strong enough to protect them? Pretty interesting, huh? So, that's it for Angel. Let's see the second book. It's called Night Moves. Ooh, pretty interesting. I just bought this book for the stiletto. Just because I love stilettos. Heather Graham, New York Times best-selling author, the Harlequin, famous first collections. I don't know this series of, I don't know, famous first collections Harlequin. I don't know. This is the very first time that I have a copy of a Harlequin, if I'm gonna be honest. Or maybe I have, I just don't remember, I don't know. But anyway, let's see. The author's name is Heather Graham, and I think this is a bit of a romance. I'm not so sure. The She hates him, she mistrusts him, she wants him. Photographer Brian Keller is struggling to raise three boys while getting her career on track. So working with superstar Lee Cordon is an opportunity she can't pass up, even if he is the most infuriating and desirable man she has ever met. But then Brian finds herself in unexpected danger. Someone wants something from her, bad enough to hurt her family. The only person Brian can turn to is the one man she can't trust, Lee. But under his protection, Brian knows she is in more danger than ever. I think this is a love story. Yeah, this is a quite of a love story, romantic, erotic, whatsoever. But yeah, I'm just curious, so I bought this. Anyway, for the third book, this is my alley. This is it, baby. This is my alley. This is a murder detective mystery again from Patricia Moyes. I don't know how you pronounce that. The Coconut Killings. The author who put the who back in Who Done It. Yes. So actually, this is the first time that I found this author. I don't know her. So I'm not really familiar with her style of writing, if I'm gonna be honest. She's not. She also writes like Agatha, the Harry Tibet Mysteries. So she writes the same detective in the name of Henry Tibet with different novels as the main character. Night Fairy to Death, a six-letter word for death, Angel Death, who is Simon Warwick, The Coconut Killings, Black Widower, The Curious Affair of the Third Dog, Season of Snows and Sins, Many Deadly Returns, Death and the Dutch Uncle, Murder Fantastical, Johnny Underground, Murder by Threes, Dead Men Don't Ski, and Falling Star, Murder a la Mode, Death on the Agenda, Down Among the Dead Men Don't Ski. Ooh. This book is for... Okay. The Coconut Killings. I'm gonna read it about at the back of the book. It says, a U.S. senator is found brutally murdered with a machete on the grounds of an exclusive golf club on one of the British Seaward Islands. John and Margaret Colville, who operate a modest hotel on the island, asked their friend's chief superintendent Henry Tibet and his wife. That's the detective right there, just like Hercule Poirot of Agatha Christie. So, and his wife Emmy to come to St. Matthews to conduct an investigation, although an amiable young islander who tends bar for the Colvilles has been arrested for the crime. Henry soon discovers that the murder rests on complex motives reaching far beyond the Caribbean. Henry Tibet, Chief Superintendent of Scotland Yard, has for years delighted those who love a classic British detective story. A modest, self-effacing man, Tibet possesses an almost uncanny nose for crime, and those who know him well realize that his gentle, manly demeanor masks a shrewd mind and a fearless spirit. When he teams up with his wife Emmy, a cheerful but formidable woman, there isn't a criminal anywhere who can rest secure. So the detective in her books is married, whereas Hercule Poirot isn't married. And this Henry Tibet is actually very modest, self-effacing compared to Hercule Poirot, who is a bit of an arrogant character. But yeah, this Henry Tibet is modest, self-effacing. That's how he is described. And he's a married. It's like he teams up with his wife. He has a partner. Interesting. But I'm gonna read this just because this is my cup of tea. Murder detective mysteries. Okay, for the last book, I have The Euro Managers and Martians by Richard Hale, the business cultures of Europe's trading nations. And as you all know, I am a graduate of international relations, major in diplomacy, and this is basically what it's about. You know, cultures of different countries, international laws, foreign policies, all those stuff. All those boring stuff. Boring stuff. Boring for others, but not for me. Okay, so this book is actually pretty interesting, at least for me. The field work: Germany, France, Britain, Italy. So the author basically describes the culture of all of the European countries, and he dissected them into different teams in the business arena, I think. Yeah, in the business arena. Pretty interesting, the Euro managers and Euro leaders. Okay. So I'm just gonna browse this through, and I'm going to probably read some of the excerpts. The ground rules. Let's see. The 5 pillars. Oops. Sorry about the wobbly. Sorry about that. I'm not perfect. Okay. Oh, look at these. Values of Hofstede's 4 dimensions Europe. Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, France, West Germany, Greece, Ireland, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, and United Kingdom. United Kingdom. Ooh. I saw France. I saw it. I saw France. Oh no, not Britain. The France. Where is that? Damn it. I lost it. Where was it? I saw France. Oh, this is Germany. Look at these. Haha, pretty sure. Look at that. I think this pertains to Germany, right? We're stuck mentally in the industrial age. If we don't escape that mentality, then indeed I will have played the part of the Cassandra who foresaw the calamity. The Germans have a much closer affinity to industry than the British or the French. This helps to explain why the most talented people go into manufacturing, not politics. German managers are specialists. When they achieve general management responsibility, they need extra training as generalists. They are perfectionists almost to the point of neurosis, but this does carry advantages. Okay. I think they're talking about describing the German as people as regards to how they conduct business, their corporate affairs, how they handle their economic policies. A Belgian international marketing director throws light on the intricate personal mechanisms involved. The Germans generally want the best of everything, but in today's unstable business environment, they're no longer sure what they want. They're disoriented by change. When the situation is not in the book or is not what they're used to, they don't know what to do. And when a German manager is told by his director to cut his budget by 25%, he feels challenged. What did I do? How does this make me look? What did I do wrong? I think, well, I don't want to give my opinions on this, but I do have opinions, but I don't want to express it. Working with Germans, never start a business relationship by addressing your opposite number by his or her first name. That would be the end of the affair. Wait for him or her to invite you to do so, probably a matter of months or even years, then feel flattered. On no account be patronizing. Germans consider themselves and generally are well motivated, disciplined, and professional, and be cautious about suggesting what their objectives should be. They already have them and prefer to set their own. When making a proposition, be specific in your claims and expectations and don't ask for too rapid a response. Germans like to think about things and to refer to the appropriate specialists on their side. A French consultant sums it up. The Germans don't manage, they manage something. Okay. What about other countries? I think that was France. Ah, there you go. I found France. Okay. The design of a French organization resembles a conscious constitution in that it confers power upon a single person. French managers can solve any problem, assuming they can detect the problem in the first place. Often the French seem to concentrate on phenomena rather than cause and solutions. Perhaps this is due to their education. They learn to analyze and to express themselves verbally very brilliantly and have a need to do so. It's strange. Their society preaches equality, yet individually they can be very autocratic. We French have the best engineers. The trouble is that we don't have much commercial sense. The French admire the Germans for their competence, but at the same time criticize them both for their pushiness and for their unrelenting openness in business matters. I used to work in a French school, by the way. So I know a little bit about French culture and how they are in business. Okay, Britain. What has really astounded me is the mixture of formality with a relaxed approach to doing business. They laugh more than Germans, and board meetings are less structured without the deadly seriousness which surrounds board meetings in Germany. I think Germans are notorious for being very serious and being very sort of robotic at times, isn't it? I had 5 British guys in my office fighting about what they wanted. They excused themselves and went away to sort things out. The Germans work things out first. For all their simulated modesty, the British can be tough and bluntly ruthless when necessary. They are masters at intelligence gathering, political blackmail, and chicanery. Ooh. Who wrote this? Philip Harris and Robert Moran. Okay, the British attack more importance to a willingness to compromise than their counterparts from other countries. The British character is too much against revolution or even logical consistency, drastic steps, and uncompromising action. British executives can tolerate being proved wrong, unlike we hot-tempered Frenchmen. The English can never be convinced by arguments only by... Okay. I wanted to check out Spain. Nope, not Italy. Spain. Give me Spain. Yes. Okay, let's read this. Ambitious people. They want to get ahead and make better products. Very realistic. A new Spanish character, one that contradicts all the past images, is just being defined. At the moment, we are almost infantile in our enthusiasm and vitality and have trouble defining ourselves. For a Spaniard, success lies in the title as much as in the salary and much more than in the work. The importance of personal contacts is well known whenever people of the Spanish race are concerned. Whether the question in debate is a trivial affair or of the most important business, a relation of man to man is indispensable if results are to be obtained. We Spaniards appreciate spontaneity and someone who is simpatico. The personal approach is all important. I think I could agree with this quote right there. Spaniards appreciate spontaneity in someone who is simpatico. The ideal leader is a benevolent autocrat. The quality most admired in a leader is to be courageous, valiant. Spain's problem is that the model of life today is the speculator. Competitiveness in particular is associated with envidia, the Spanish vice. Competitiveness. The idea that companies are objects bought and sold by powerful people and furtherance of their own ends is consistent with the Spanish corporate culture. I'm sorry to say that there are signs they are more corruptible than I thought. Okay. No comment. Because my family is watching this. No comment. I have 0 comment. Ooh. Crunch points. International teamwork. Okay, let's see. What is this? Professional challenge. Okay. I thought this book contains all of Europe. I think just a few countries, isn't it? Okay, what is that thing right there? Okay. Management Center, Europe. Romancr. Okay. What is this? Oh, so Richard Hill, the author, is a British. How surprising. Richard Hill, a British national living in Brussels, is an author and lecturer in cross-cultural relations and communications. 30 years experience as a consultant to international business and industry, in which time he became closely acquainted with both the personal and business cultures of the European nations. That's why. He wrote another book. It's called We Europeans. So it's a fascinating book. His dissection of each nationality produces some wonderful sociological insights. I can warmly recommend a wonderful book. Europeans. Definitely a very interesting read for me. But I think I'm gonna be able to like read the entire book. I don't know, maybe next year. Because I know I'm gonna be very busy. You know, some things in life just kind of like happen. You really can't control it. Just kidding. Anyway, you guys, thank you for tolerating this video. Tolerating, not enjoy, tolerating. But anyway, if you guys haven't checked out all of my paintings and all of my novels, poetry books, you can visit my official website. There is a link in this channel. All the best, everybody. Bye bye.